Okay, I'm alive.
Okay, you should be live now. I'm just gonna double check the sound coming through. Just a Okay, we're good. Just count me down whenever.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, live. Okay, welcome back everybody. It's again me, Kruskader, and this is now is 1 Chronicles Plus, or as the original title says, Ancient is Vanished Omen. So, let's just get started. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So first we skip some cutscene. And now our hero, Adol Christine, is in the clinic, somewhat heavily wounded. Doesn't really remember what happened. And after this cutscene we're gonna set off to adventure into the unknown. Okay, so there's that. And we start in this port town, which we will visit once more, but that's in a while. For now we just have to go somewhere else, cause there's a hidden treasure to be found, and it's worth a lot of money. And it's gonna be useful for us. But first I'm actually gonna go to town and buy a wing, which will allow me to return back to it once I get the treasure. So let's go get the treasure. And let's watch out for the wolf, because there's a wolf nearby and he's pretty strong. Let's actually watch out for everything, because we have no equipment and we're level 1. Which means we can die really easily. And there's golden vase. Ooh, also I remembered that I'm using default controls and the use item button is C, and I actually were having problems with my C button, so let's hope it won't start acting up. Anyway, I bought a sapphire ring from the Pim because it was actually stolen, and he just bought it for his pawn shop. And I'm gonna return it to get more money than I spent on it, and also some experience. Okay, so we need to buy armor and shield to progress for whatever reason. So I'm gonna buy cheapest armor and shield and second sword. Because I can. Excuse me. Okay. If I didn't have weapons and armor, she wouldn't give me a quest. And that's the important part. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna go back to a previous town to trigger an event. And also on the way I want to kill, well, until the next dungeon I want to kill one brown guy, which I just did, and 5 blue guys. So 4 blue guys more. And those aren't world record strats, those are just mine leveling strats. Burning Finger, there's an interesting thing in this game, because to beat the game you need to have highest level, regardless of the difficulty. And the highest level is 10. Wait. Oh, silly me, I forgot to trigger something else. Well, this means more running around, like an idiot. So, regardless of the difficulty, you're gonna finish the game at level 10. Unless you're doing some challenge run, which I'm not gonna do at all. Never, ever. So, I forgot that after picking up treasure I'm supposed to talk to one person to trigger the event. In theory you could beat this version on lower level, but it's so ridiculously hard that nobody is really trying it. Especially not in the speedrun setting. So, I forgot to talk to this lady here. Wait, she's not here? Oh wait. This lady here, I mean. Okay, back on track. Also, fun fact, you can damage bosses with any level and weapon in this game. They're just gonna take very little damage. However, in the 8-bit version I used to speedrun on the Sega Master System, you actually can't damage certain bosses unless you're certain level. For example, the third boss, you can't beat him without level 10 and Silver Sword. In this 2 they use a different leveling system, and you actually don't beat in a speedrun game on the highest level. I think your highest level is probably over 60? I don't know. I don't even know what's the highest possible level in the East 2. I never bothered getting it. Now we trigger the event. So this is Gemma, he's important to the plot, and he's also a sleepwalker. So now I triggered a quest where I'm gonna save him and get a lot of experience. And I need to kill one more blue guy. Okay, I'm set. Also, this game has 3 soundtracks available. I'm using PC98 one. There's also 2 remixes, Chronicles and Complete, from Chronicles and Complete versions. And there are also slight graphical options for portraits of characters from Complete and Chronicles version of the game. And we saved Gemma. Well, to be fair, Burning Fingers, this game was originally released in the 80s and is considered one of the earliest action RPGs, so it's very different from what we're used nowadays. However, modern Is games are slightly different, and you'll see in the run after mine when Ghost King will take on Is origin. And I actually should pick up a new Is game to speedrun. Because I haven't run anything seriously Is related for eternity. So, coming up boss, World Record Route does it on, take this, level 1. You deal about as little damage as possible to him and die in 4 hits. I'm dying in more hits, and more than surviving I need to worry about not losing cycles. Because I can tank a lot, so I'm not worried about taking damage. I'm more concerned about not losing any cycle. And because I had to run around, I'm 2 minutes behind already. No. So I'm gonna save now because enemies in this place are nasty. So I first need to get 2 keys. Prison key to save a damsel in distress. And then another key to so I can open the treasure. Oh wait, it's not this one. Wait. Okay, I remember where it is now. Yeah, I haven't played this game in a while and it shows. And also, if anyone here in chat is interested in the Is series, most of the games from the series are available on Steam. I think only Is 5 is not available. Is 5 and 4, yes. None of the versions of those games are. But there's Is 1, 2, Origin, which is prequel to this. Until Felgana, which is remake of 3. Ark of Napishtim, which is 6, 7 and 8. Okay, this is Fina, and we're gonna save her and take her with us. So, escort mission. So, I delayed my exit from the gate there, so gate wouldn't close. And now I'm just gonna wait for her while killing enemies in nearby area, so they won't come and sneak kill her. Ooh. So going back to previous thought, if you haven't played Ace games, they are on Steam, so go play them. Okay, she teleported. Almost there, almost. Okay, we escorted her back to this village, and now she fell down and collapsed. Luckily, lady we talked to before is willing to take care of her. So now that we have an important item that is a treasure chest key, we're gonna go to the next area to retrieve some things, including the silver sword. The best sword I can get in a while. overrun. And enemies here are very nasty. And they take a lot of hits to kill, so I'm not even gonna bother fighting them. When I first started running this game, I was actually picking up here a timer ring, which slows enemies down. But not only it wastes a bit of time to pick that safety item, it also actually hinders you when you're gonna grind a bit later. That was a surprise to me, but yeah, it actually hinders you. Okay, now I don't quite remember where that treasure is. Okay, silver harmonica, that's first item I need. Now I just need Rhoda tree fruit. Which should be this one, yes. But there's a skeleton in the way. Oh shoot. Okay, I picked up and while chest was opening I teleported back. I'm actually gonna wait and heal. Oh wait. First I need to eat the fruit. And now I have to buy another wing. If I had more money I would buy also a mirror, but I'm just gonna buy it later. And this is Poetess Ria, and we got back her silver harmonica. And she's gonna return us a favor by singing a song, which also triggers another event. And because I have to wait, I'm gonna get healed a little by the sunlight. Okay. So, because we ate the Rhoda tree fruit, we can now talk to the plants. And also because Poetess Ria sang her song, one of the Rhoda trees will give us an item. The silver sword. And we got a silver sword. Also I'm gonna equip it along with the silver armor which I picked in the mines. I just didn't equip it because enemies in the mine would kill me in 2 hits either way. Just not worth it. So now we're back into this palace and we're gonna finish it this time. And also because we have silver armor, nothing is really scary. So I'm not even gonna bother saving the game. Yeah, face tanking and they deal just 1 damage. And I actually want to level up once before the boss. This will help a little against him. Okay, first I'm gonna go a bit to the right to pick up a silver shield, because this will make me totally invisible in this place. I'm playing with a keyboard and default controls. In theory, it would be faster if you would rebind your keys so they're closer together, cause to pause the game for the item menu I have to press escape, which is far away from ZXCV. And also I need to use Mask of Ice here to go through this hidden passage. It won't open otherwise. So I pick up 2 keys, because I need them to open gates to the boss. And now I'm gonna face said boss. So if I'm not careful, this boss can actually stunlock me and gave me no choice of defending myself. You know, I'm gonna save the game and show you stunlock real quick, because it's really silly. There, I'm stuck, I can't do anything. So just wanted to show this silly thing, and now for the proper fight. First we just run against him, and that's the boss. So again I skipped the animation of picking up the thing. And now I'm actually gonna buy a last wing I need and a mirror. Mirror paralyzes all the enemies on the screen that aren't a boss. And I'm gonna need it for final dungeon. And turns out Sarah, who asked us to retrieve books of Is, was murdered. And she's told us to, and her last words it was for us to head to the mines. So that's what we're gonna do now. Actually I'm gonna buy a healing potion, cause... Oh, hello Mr. Close. I don't remember where the medicine I usually pick up is, so just for safety. This is rust percent. Now I'm actually gonna be killing a lot of stuff, cause I want to hit one more level before I get to the next floor. Well, not to the next floor. Not to the next floor, to the bottom floor, which is the 3rd floor. This is first. And I actually can regenerate my HP here, so I'll do that. Okay, I'm good. I don't remember where I have to go here. Okay, I remember. This is a bit embarrassing, but that's what happens when you don't play game in ages, even though it's a game I'm never too rusty at. Oh, that was really bad. Those firebirds are pretty annoying. But they give decent XP, so I want to kill them. Ooh, that's bad. I took too much damage on those damned birds. Okay, now it's much better. Much better. Oops. Yeah, that was a better attempt. Okay. Wait. Okay. There's a potion, so I'm gonna use mine so I have extra one and a bit more HP. And time for grind. And in this grind I'm gonna be abusing the camera and the enemy placement, so that's the right position. Now I just need enemy to get in the position. And the other guy. Okay. Now I'm just gonna be running back and forth and they can't do much about it. Like this. Are you kidding me? Where am I here? Oh, okay, I remember. That was unfortunate, but those guys are really disobedient. Okay, now I'm gonna save here. And this guy moved away. Okay, we should be back on track now. So I'm gonna be killing enemies like this until I'm level 10. Which is soon. I'm currently level 8. Now 9. 10 should be soon. What a bunch of nasty enemies. You know, since I'm not that familiar with the SMT series, is there some action RPG in that series? Except Synchronicity, because well, it's technically action RPG, but it's a Metroidvania, like Soton, so not kind of action RPG I am thinking of. And where that guy came from? Doesn't matter, free experience. Luckily at level 9 they deal only 10 damage a pop when they hit me, so that's literally nothing. Okay. And we're max level. As you can see, EXP says 0, which means I need 0 experience for the next level, which means I can't level up anymore. So I'm gonna heal and save, even though this boss is free. So I used to run 8-bit version of this game, and this boss, Vagulion, is pretty hard on the 8-bit version because those bats move very erratically. They move also very erratically here, but they generally follow you, which makes it pretty easy to just bait them. Yeah, they are grouped now and I can avoid them with ease. And also hitting him is pretty tricky because the window for the hit is... As you can see, I just ran through him. And there's also RNG of him not combining when you want him. And you can only hit him once per cycle, so there's that too. Also, I forgot to set up this thing. So, now we just go to the final dungeon. But first we need to talk with somebody, and talk a lot. And I also forget to talk to Fina, that girl we saved in the palace, before going for the second time there, so I'm gonna talk a bit more. Okay, now I have to leave the town and come back to reload it. Because now events progress, and now Fina is over here. And I also need to talk to Jeba. And now I'm gonna reload the town once again for the final conversation. Oh wait, no, it's not the final conversation. I need to do this once more, final time. Oops. And now we can go to the final dungeon, the Darm Tower. So, as I said, I used to run the 8-bit version of this game, is the Vanished Omens for the Sega Master System. And in that version they actually changed the names from canonical ones for some reason, and final dungeon is called Tower of Doomed, spelled with the capital letters. But here it's just a tower of the arm. So once I go in, there's no way of going back, so we just reached the point of no return. And first we're gonna go around pick a evil ring, which I cannot wear because it will kill me instantly. Yes, if I put this on, I'm instantly dead. However, I need it for later. So now I'm just gonna start climbing the tower to progress the story. Also, since I'm max level, fighting anything is irrelevant. Cause I also don't need gold, cause there are no shops in here. So, also fun thing, this dungeon is entire is origins, sorry. It's just a bit bigger than here, but it has similar things, like this trap, which just sent me to this prison. And I also lost my silver set, which is bad. And what I have to do here is just wait for the rescue to come. And it seems like I'm gonna finish my run before midnight my time, so that's really nice. This dungeon, although it takes, well, about 50% of the run, it's not that long. Ah yes. That was Doggy, the wall breaker. You saw why they call him the wall breaker, as he just broke that wall. Now I just had to use that mask for the second and last time to open this hidden passage and talk to this guy who will give me the blue necklace. This necklace protects me from evil. Hey, that's actually a good comparison. I never thought of it, but yeah, Doggy is basically a Kool-Aid man. Okay, so I forgot to mention, but now that I don't have I lost my silver set, I don't have anything equipped, so I'm very fragile, so I better not get hit. And also I need to equip this blue necklace, because otherwise that trap will get me again. And there are actually 3 prison cells I can land in. And Doggy can break all 3 walls, and you get achievement if he breaks all 3 of them. But not today. Not today. Okay, so here we have to pick the silver sword. And yes, we have to pick it. There's no way around it. And also look, I killed that guy with 2 hits with my bare hands. How weak is he? Coming up is a boss called Locasta, I think. It throws boomerangs, but only 3 can be at once, so I just bait 3 and machete it from the other side. At the end I just rammed at it, because it would die before I. And I get yet another Book of Is, but now I don't have Jebba to read it. And I also get a hammer. You might think, hammer? What's that for? Well, it's the item we need to progress. A plain old hammer. Okay, so here's an optional thing. Silver Shield. I'm picking... World Record skips it, but I'm gonna pick it because it helps against second to last boss. And I struggle against that boss much, even if I'm not rusty at all. So now, what that hammer is for? Well, just so we can break this pillar. That pillar was actually empty, hollow inside, and was working as a music instrument that was creating devilish sounds in this corridor we're about to enter. Right here. And those devilish sounds would kill us very quickly. So now we can just pass through it. And I forgot what the name of coming up boss, but I remember that when I was playing it once, one guy named Alacturn came in and was surprised that how this boss looks in this game compared to the Is Origin. I forgot what his name is. I'm actually gonna look it up after I beat him. And he's pretty easy. You just go around and he's dead. So yet another Book of Is and some rod, which allows us to use mirrors as teleports. And one moment. No. Kruskader, yeah. I remember well that Alacturn was surprised. That's Kruskader? And yeah, it's very different from what you see in the Is Origin. In Is Origin it looks more like Mongolian Deathworm. Okay, this part. I want to pick the armor from side so this guy won't start acting up. And now we go other way around to the next floor. And I actually remembered that I don't pick the Silver Shield normally, I just go for Battle Shield. Also picking up this shield spawns those guys here, but normally I would just avoid them, but they didn't let me, so... And now we want this. As I said, this necklace protects us from evil, including the deadly power of Evil Ring, which allows us to wear it. And you have to wear that ring to open the door in this place called Rados Annex. Because to open it you have to be creature of evil. And now we just became for a short while a creature of evil. So now we got a monocle which allows us for some reason to read the books of Is. So now we have to read those books we got. And no mirror. And now we have to go all the way back to where we broke that pillar with hammer. Because there is that Lutagemma guy we met way earlier in the game. And now that we read the book of Gemma, he will actually help us and give us... what's its name? Blue Crystal. A heirloom of his family, which we need to open the final door in the game. Indeed, good thing those books are only 1 page long. Sure, so TLDR version of those books. There was a country of Is, ruled by 2 goddesses and 6 priests. They were using a special metal called... I actually forgot what it's called. But special metal that looked like silver. Spoiler, it is silver. And it prospered well, but then, with help of the goddesses and their magic, but then some evil appeared and bad things started to happen, so people of Is lifted their continent up in the sky. Yes, Cleria, thank you Momo Dragon. Cleria. That was the name of that metal. And that's basically TLDR of the books. However, there is also one last book, which tells that then after those evil events, all the evil suddenly vanished. And so will happen when someone will read this book. But it's not the best thing that could ever happen with the book reading. If someone wants, somewhere among clips made by me there's one of the Dragon Dark playing Alf for the Sega Master System. There you can get a book and read it, and when you read it, you'll get the backstory of that game, and also that they decided that if anyone would ever read this book, they would be sent back to the beginning of the game. Surprise? Ha! And you get sent to the beginning of the game. That was pretty silly. And reaction of Dragon Dark, priceless. And that's where we needed that mirror. Cause those enemies are pretty annoying, and as you saw, there were 4 in that corridor. And they hit hard. So yeah, books... Sudden effects caused by just reading a book is some... idea that's not used enough in the games. We need more stuff like that. Ah yes, I forgot about those guys. Because they protect a flame sword, which we need just for one boss. The one that's coming up. Because the final boss can only be hardened with Cleria, which is silver. And coming up boss is also the reason why I picked up all the armor, because there is a way to kill it without any armor, and it's not that easy actually. And also I went overestimate, sorry. And I'm actually Okay, you can only hit the yellow head. And this boss is called Yoglux and Omugun. And as you saw, it died real quick. So now I'm gonna change my equipment, and just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna beat final boss without any armor. Just for shits and giggles. And it's pretty easy, you'll see. So this is Dark Fact, descendant of Priest Fact. And he holds the final book of Is. What? Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Never saw that happen. Well, first time. Oh sure. Wow, I'm rusty. Yeah, I'm very rusty at this. That's how it's supposed to look like. So now it's not finished yet. We still have to read the book. But get ready with the time. And time. 52:11 on my timer. That's a very bad time. Probably the worst run I ever did. But suddenly we've got all the 6 books and things happen. Including purging of all evil and monsters in this land. What happens then? You'll see in Is 2, but not on this marathon. Because coming up is the Is Origin by Ghost King. And that's pretty much it from me. If I could ask for intermission, that would be nice.
We'll have a slight delay for the start of the next run because we're waiting for the next restreamer to get home. So we'll be on intermission for about 20 minutes, 20-30 minutes, and then we'll be up with East Origin.